It's still Wednesday, even though it's actually Thursday. I just realized YouTube is sort of like a time machine like that. In your last video, you, apologized in advance if you intimidated me, but you don't. It's nothing against you, it's just that I just really don't get intimidated by people that are older than me. It's because everyone I know is pretty much older than me. You seemed legitimately surprised that you were older than me. I don't know why. And I have to say that whoever drew that heart on your face has like massive heart drawing skills, because that's better than any heart I have ever drawn, and I have drawn quite a few. I sort of liked the little mini tour of Cardiff. It was kind of cool. It was actually a really cool little mini tour. And I like your street. Your street is prettier than my street. Your street, I won't lie, it took me a little bit to get past the one part in the video with the eggs and talking about how you got eggs thrown in your hair, because I kind of started laughing at your misfortune. I'm sorry. We just don't have things like people randomly throwing eggs at people. Your Staples looks exactly like every other Staples in the universe. I'm incredibly sorry for how terrible it was in my last video, because I filmed it really late at night, and it was sort of like out of nowhere. I was just like, oh yeah, I have a video. So I just sort of recorded it on my webcam over on my couch. So the video quality was bad because it was on a webcam. The lighting was bad because previously, hold on, that was my light, and that was the only source of light in my room, and this light switch does nothing. As you see, I don't have an actual light, but I just got a new light, so hopefully that made a difference. So I guess my question for today is, what is your schooling like? Because, do you have a lot of random activity days? We don't really have a lot of those, but we had one today in social studies, and it was about the American Revolution, and more about the taxing that led to the American Revolution. And it involved Skittles, and it involved people taking Skittles from other people, and it was completely unfair, because just I got taxed for everything except for one, and it was for wearing jewelry, having jeans on, having white, wearing a t-shirt, wearing a jacket over that t-shirt, wearing glasses. And then I talked to one of the guys that made up the taxes, and after class, and he was like, oh yeah, I was originally gonna put having gloves on, but Miss Cotton wouldn't let us. And I was just like, really, gloves? Because I was wearing fingerless gloves. And I'm like, why would you put that on there? I was the only one in there. And he's like, yeah, because we just wanted to make everything harder for you. I'm like, jerk. My friend irritatingly got out of most of them by technicalities. Other question, which will be it's going to be an unspoken question at the end of practically all of my videos. Are you reading something at the moment? And if you are, what is it? I am reading Wicked, which is very awkward actually. That's all for today, and I will see you on Tuesday.